Welcome to the Business Buyer Diaries. My name is Nathan Platter. I'm a full-time employee, and I bought a business. I did everything right, from finding the deal, handling all the due diligence on 63 opportunities, and ultimately bought a profitable gym. And boy, was I in for a big surprise as a new owner. I chronicled everything in real time, including the biggest wins to the stressful nights at 2 a.m. I'm sharing my journey without sugarcoating anything, so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. Here's today's episode.
All right, here we go. So they just finished up. I'm going to do a fast follow because it went really well. Met with the two head honchos for the franchise brand, and they're good. The legacy founder of the brand I bought into, very solid guy. We get along really well. He's just a cool guy, and I think he's very much a visionary. Where should we be? What kind of brand are we? How can we improve everything as a whole? And the newer guy who runs a comparable brand that we're now merging into, is very much the more like co-execution, systems, and like practicality. It's like one thing we talked about is like the email and the server that or the emails have now has like my name is now for me as a franchise. But it's not like a very obscure email I've never even heard of. I'm not going to promote them, but they were just a really obscure email company. And so other folks so one thing I brought up is like we can't send calendar invites through this email. So if we want to managers or members or with folks at corporate, like we have to send, like type out like the date, drop a link for like the Zoom or whatever. And so he was like, well, what if we just use like an Outlook or a Gmail or an AOL or a Yahoo? Like, yeah, I do those. Sounds great. Like those all do their email and they all have calendar functionality. And so the founder of the systems I'm in, he's like, yeah, well, we can do that. That sounds good. I didn't realize how much of a hassle it was. And the other guy was like, oh yeah, it's a hassle. We're just done with it. We're dropping it. We're gonna let it work. And so it's cool to see the dynamic between it. A couple other franchisees were there. Not that many, but that's fine. It's a really good time. So in the back of my head, I'm always thinking like, I'm always so goal oriented about this. Like I'm in this to like do well and like provide it, like financially do well, and like making impact on our members. And every time I see other franchisees in the back of my head, I'm thinking like, hey, like I'm struggling. I'm sure you're struggling. And yeah, like other people still have like that optimism and that like connection with their members and with their staff. And like there's the enjoyment of life, regardless of their financial situation. And, it's just a dinner. We're not like eating out all day, every day. And I just think that's really cool, like the light and the journey. Even if they're waking up at like 4 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning, or when it's tight, or they're going to shovel their own sidewalk or whatever, like they're okay with it and they're not letting it bog me down. So it's something I'm learning, that I get bogged down by stuff. Yeah, it's that far more than that. So all right, so we're going down to drive out. I don't know. It's rock and roll.
This has been another episode of the Business Buyer Diaries. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. I hope you're realizing that business ownership is no cakewalk. Check the podcast notes for a link to the DIY Due Diligence program, the complete list of show sponsors, and for media inquiries. Music written and composed by Wes Schrock. I'm your host, Nathan Platter. Join me again on the next one.